All right, welcome to Talkin Investing. I am Tom, and as always, this is not financial advice. Today, I want to talk about Cleanspark, stock ticker CLSK. They put out their monthly operational update for the month of September. There was a lot of information in there. It was a very good month. I want to go through that, and I want to go through their chart as well and look at a few other things that they're doing. Cleanspark has been unbelievably busy, and I'm going to show a few of the price targets that I'm looking at for Cleanspark. So we go through Bitcoin and Bitcoin miners all the time on this channel. If that's content you're interested in, please remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Also, if everybody could please smash the like button. You guys have been hitting the like button and it helps a lot. Right now, views are very much down in the financial YouTube sector. A lot of people have given up and quit and they're out of the market and they're not watching videos, and I understand, I don't blame them, but I appreciate if you guys, while you're here, if you could leave a comment and hit the like button. Also, for those who are interested in supporting the channel to keep me going through these hard times, you can also join the channel. So you can become a member of the channel by hitting the join button. There's some content that's exclusive to members only. In addition to that, every Tuesday we do a live stream for members only. After the market closes today, actually, we will be doing a live stream for members only. So I look forward to seeing the members there on that live stream. Right now, so far, it seems like a great day, so we'll hope that that holds up. Okay, let's talk about Cleanspark. So if I look at Cleanspark, they're trading at $3.38 right now, and we're early in the trading day. They're up about 6%. They've been up 6 or 7% so far this morning. We'll see what happens. Bitcoin has shown a lot of strength. The market has shown a lot of strength this morning. I don't know if that's going to last all day or not. At this point, that makes Cleanspark a $159 million market cap company. So I always want to start by showing you where they're at versus where they've been at historically. So at $159 million of market cap, this is their market cap chart over the last year. So you can see this stock has been absolutely decimated. They were a $900 million company less than 1 year ago in November when Bitcoin hit its all-time high. Now, obviously, Bitcoin's way off of its all-time highs. However, Cleanspark's about tripled the size of their operations since then. So let's look at their monthly operational report, and then we'll go through how their stock is performing compared to how their operations are performing, because this is a company that I have been kind of pounding the table a little bit. For me personally, I think there's opportunity here. I've been buying into this. Again, this is not financial advice. You guys need to do your own due diligence, and most important of all, any one of these Bitcoin mining stocks that you buy, you need to have strong conviction in, because they are all incredibly volatile. And these are stocks where people are prone to buy high and sell low. So please be careful investing. Okay, let's take a look at our monthly operational update. Cleanspark releases September 2022 Bitcoin mining update. Company tops 4.16 exahash per second, up 21% from August 2022. So that is a massive jump from month to month. And they actually have some big moves ahead. So there will be more jumps of this size coming. I'm going to go through those after I go through this report. Mined 448 Bitcoin for the month. That is their all-time record by far. 132% year-over-year increase. So you guys know on this channel, I like to look at sequential growth month over month. So year over year, that's great, 132%. We will look at the monthly chart later also. And then they say their hodl position grew 13% to 594. So they do not have a very strong hodl policy. They are in ultra high growth mode. So they've made a lot of moves. So the fact that they're even increasing their hodl position at all is a surprise to me, given the amount of exahash they've added over the last few months and what's coming over the next few months. So that's a good sign. Okay, just going to read one quote here. We experienced impressive growth this month, increasing our hash rate by 21% in a single month. So they've been talking about being a top 5 company. They rolled out that goal at the end of last year. Honestly, at the time, it seemed a bit unrealistic, but based on the moves that they've made, they have put themselves into the top 5. And as Zach has mentioned, this month, they will be in the top 3. Based on last month's reporting and where we know each one of these companies has gone over the course of this month, once all of the data comes in for September, Cleanspark will have finished in 3rd place in Bitcoin mining production. So Core Scientific will be first. Bitfarms is holding on to its 2nd place spot. This is the 3rd month in a row that Bitfarms is in 2nd place. And now Cleanspark, this is an all-time high for them. They're going to finish in 3rd place in production this month. So that is very impressive move to the upside. Okay, a couple quick highlights. Bitcoin mining and operational update unaudited. Bitcoin mined in September, 448. Calendar year-to-date Bitcoin mined 3,090. So they're over 3,000 Bitcoin. Again, this puts them in an elite club. This puts them in that top 5 very solidly. Total Bitcoin holdings as of September 30th was 594. They do not have a HODL strategy. Very few companies have a HODL strategy left at this point. Actually, CleanSpark was the first one to jump in and do that, and they are still doing it, although they did add a little bit to their HODL position this month. Currently deploying a fleet of over 42,000 latest generation Bitcoin miners with a hash rate of 4.16 exahash, up 21% from August of 2022 and 316% from September of 2021. Okay, so they said they sold 380 Bitcoin, so they mined 448, which was their all-time record. They sold 380, so that's around what they've been doing. But now you can see with the increase in the amount that they're mining, they don't need to sell all their Bitcoin anymore every month. So that is a little bit of a change, obviously for the better. So I just want to go over 2 other things that they have already announced. CleanSpark's made 2 other press releases in the last month that are going to add to the exahash that they have. So they're at 4.16 right now. This press release came out on September 9th. CleanSpark announces agreement with Moss Infrastructure Group to acquire turnkey Bitcoin mining facility. So the key sentence in here that I want to focus on is the transaction is expected to add 1.4 exahash per second to CleanSpark's hash rate before year end. So they are right now at 4.16, and none of this is in that number yet. So that's another 1.4 exahash to come between now and the end of the year. In addition to that, CleanSpark put out this press release. CleanSpark buys 10,000 more latest generation mining machines, extending summer of acquisitions. This was put out on September 7th. So really, this is all within the last month. The servers are expected to be delivered to CleanSpark facilities by late October or early November of this year. So this is another 1 full exahash. Their stated goal was 5 exahash by the end of the year. They continue to leave that as their target, but it's clear based on these transactions, it looks like they're going to get more like to 6 or 6.5, and that's if they don't make any more moves in the fourth quarter. As a percentage, this company is growing faster than any other Bitcoin mining company. Let's take a look at a few charts I've made regarding this. This is how each Bitcoin mining stock has performed versus their low that they hit in the summer of 2022. Back in late June, early July, every single one of the Bitcoin miners hit a new low. On the left side of this chart, there's a lot of stocks in the green that are way, way up off of their lows from the summer. Marathon and Riot really in particular. Marathon's up over 100%. Riot's up 74%. While those two have maintained a lot of their gains and held on to them, CleanSpark, which has passed both of them in production by far, now that doesn't mean that they're going to stay ahead of them forever, but CleanSpark production has been far ahead of both of these companies for the last several months. But yet, if you look at them on this chart, they're way down here. CleanSpark actually set a new low. They're 15% lower than they were off of their summer lows, which was essentially their all-time low since they started mining Bitcoin. So in my opinion, this is a very oversold stock. Again, this is not financial advice, but I'm using this chart as one of the things to look for opportunities. Some of these companies in the red are in the red for a reason. They've had to do major things to their company, major restructuring, and that kind of dictated them setting some new lows. CleanSpark, on the other hand, has done nothing but excel. So every monthly update has been exceptional. They've grown more than any other company in the Bitcoin mining sector, yet their stock is underperforming. So I do think that is mostly due to one thing that they did. They increased their officer compensation, the vast majority of which are stocks that are incentive programs based on performance. So to me, I had no problem with that. However, this stock has absolutely tanked as a result of that, while they continue to perform at what is, in my opinion, a very, very high level. So just so you know, this chart was as of about 2 days ago, so this does not include today's activity. Okay, this is a chart for CleanSpark only. This is their monthly production for the last 12 months. So what I want to show is this has been steady progression for the last 12 months. And in particular, you'll see in June of 2022, they hit their all-time high at 339. In July of 2022, they beat that, and this was a new all-time high monthly production at 384. In August, they set a new monthly production record of 395 Bitcoin in 1 month. And now this month, they beat that by a substantial amount, and they mined 448 Bitcoin in the month of September. So that is 4 straight months they have set a record. I expect them to do so again in October and November and December. So I believe they will finish the year on a 7-month streak of setting an all-time record for monthly Bitcoin production. So you can see why, in my opinion, this is a company that I think is trending very much in the right direction. Their cost per Bitcoin is amongst the lowest of all the Bitcoin miners. So even at these low prices, they do have a nice gross profit margin. So having gone through all that good news, let's go take a look at the chart. Okay, so you'll see as we look at the chart, the stock is telling a totally different story than the company is. This stock is way down. This is CleanSpark on the 1-day time frame. Just since the middle of August, even after being up 6% on the day today, CleanSpark is still down 50% in the last month and a half. So this stock has been taken out. And by the way, it had already been crushed prior to that. So this was another beatdown after, many months of being beaten down. So you can see the low that they hit over the summer was this red line at $3.75. So since they started mining Bitcoin, that was their all-time low. They did get as low as exactly $3. So they bounced off of $3 and they've been having a little recovery since then. I mean, they're still only 12% away from their all-time low. So despite today's action, this company is still trading very near its all-time low, despite the fact that you see that they have ramped up and they continue to set month after month of record production. For me, if CleanSpark continues to do what they're doing and Bitcoin makes some type of rally, I think these price targets are all extremely reasonable in my opinion. Past that, if we go all the way to the halving, which is really just a little more than a year and a half away, I'm going to give you one last price target at the end that I think is very realistic. So call that a 2-year price target. And that is going to depend on Bitcoin at least getting back into the 40+ thousand range after the halving. Let's start with a few more reasonable goals. Okay, so if we look at this chart, there's 2 lines. There's a purple line here. This is where they were at the middle of September. So this was less than 1 month ago. They were trading at $5. If I go back to the middle of August, this is August 11th, they were trading just under $7. So those are the first 2 price targets that I want to look at. So the first thing would be if they can just get back to where they were a few weeks ago, that would be a 48% increase in the price of their stock. So obviously I think that's an extremely realistic price target. Bitcoin is trading at roughly the same price that it was in the middle of September. So I see absolutely no reason why CleanSpark isn't already above this number. So for me, that's an immediate price target. The second price target is to get back to where they were in the middle of August. So again, that was about a month and a half ago. Now, Bitcoin was trading closer to $25,000 at that point. So Bitcoin needs to have a little bit of a run up. However, remember, that was back in August, and there's been an awful lot of information that's come out since August. They've massively increased their exahash as a company. They've increased their production substantially as a company. So to me, this is also by year end, a very realistic price target. And again, I think it should be above all these numbers. I'm going to look at 2 last price targets. The first one is on March 28th, Bitcoin was finishing a nice relief rally and it got back up to $48,000. So you'll see at that point, CleanSpark got to just under $14. I do think this is a realistic 6-month price target. So even if you called it 6 months to a year, that's over a 300% increase in the price of their stock. The last price target that seems absolutely ridiculous, but I'm going to mention it anyway. In November, CleanSpark was trading at $23, over $23. Now, this wasn't even their 52-week high at that point. I do think getting back into the $20 to $25 range sometime before the halving, which is really only about a year and a half away, these are the type of dramatic moves you can get in a Bitcoin mining company. Now, obviously, I got to reiterate, this is not financial advice. Nobody knows where this stock is going. Nobody knows where Bitcoin is going. And all of these are some of the most volatile things that you can trade in the stock market. So please do your own due diligence and be very careful. But that's my take on CleanSpark. So that's all I've got for you in this one. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to subscribe and smash the like button. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next video.